Welcome to the Sinister Lie. Today, we are exploring the anatomy and the hidden harms of hypocrisy, an insidious force that shapes our world more than we often realize. What exactly is hypocrisy? It is often misunderstood as a simple lie, but it is actually far more complex. Hypocrisy is a mixture of 50% truth and 50% falsehood. It isn't a total fabrication, rather, it is a sinister form of deception that uses elements of truth as camouflage, making the lie much harder to spot. To understand this better, look at the deception matrix. A complete lie is overt, it is easy to recognize and easy to fight. But the half-truth is covert. It disarms the victim by appearing partially legitimate. As Moliere once said, hypocrisy is the greatest of all vices, and Mark Twain reminded us that a half-truth is the most cowardly of all lies. We must recognize that the most frightening betrayal isn't constant, open hostility. It is the invisible enemy within. This internal threat destroys far more than any external force because it operates quietly, rotting the foundations from the inside out. Consider the political landscape. We often see a tension between genuine progressivism and a selective, intermittent form of hypocritical progressivism. This well-packaged, false progressivism is often a greater obstacle to real development than an openly reactionary force, because it masquerades as the very thing it undermines. This leads to a toxic symbiosis. As genuine progressivism loses its strength, hypocritical alternatives dominate. This decay creates a vacuum where both false progressives and far-right fascists feed off the same rot, each fueling the other's rise while the public suffers the consequences. This creates the domestication curve. As citizens grow accustomed to political hypocrisy, their sensitivity to it naturally declines. Over time, this familiarity domesticates the public, effectively destroying our collective ability to distinguish between what is true and what is merely a calculated deception. The solution begins with the individual. Discernment is mandatory. We must actively train ourselves to distinguish the sincere from the insincere before this domestication becomes permanent. We must become the shield that protects truth. However, personal discernment requires structural support. A healthy political system relies on two essential pillars: an independent, uncompromised press and rigorous education. These are the only tools capable of breaking the cycle of domestication and holding power accountable. In summary, the architecture of deception is built on the half-truth, manifests through hypocritical politics, and can only be dismantled by educated discernment. It is time to stop settling for partial narratives. Demand the complete truth.